Okay, we're just going to talk to you a little today because this is a common question we get asked about drug screening. What does a very faint test line mean? Is there any bearing on that in terms of the results and how I should interpret them? We're just going to show you the difference that you may experience with different test lines. This is a 5-panel showing here. The C marks the control line area, and you'll see there's quite a bit of variance between the different control lines. Control line on this COC membrane is very dark. Compare that to the control on this THC membrane, it's quite faint, but it's showing. You've got a control line, it shows that the control's been worked and that the test has worked. And then if we come and compare the different test lines here, again on the COC membrane you'll see nice dark clear test line. Compare that to the THC membrane test and it's much fainter, much darker on one side than on the corresponding side. So you may be drawn to conclude from that that there's a difference between the concentrations and what this test is detecting, but you must not make that conclusion. These are simple cutoff tests, and the colour density, saturation and line formation in the test line will vary between the different test membranes. That's absolutely normal. These are screening to different cutoff levels and for different drugs. And there will be differences between how those test membranes are affected by proteins in the urine, specific gravity, acidity and other elements of the urine, which will change from sample to sample. So if I was to do this identical test panel on a fresh sample of urine produced at a different time, you may see that this variation in the test line is reversed. You must not interpret anything from a faint test line. That is a clear negative result if it's present with a control line. And that's very important and something we must emphasize to testers, not to try and draw any conclusions from line colour density or saturation.